Hey guys, Gundam Russ and Bentley back once again. Today guys, we're going to be taking a look at my updated PS4 collection. Now I know you guys always love seeing these, so without further ado we're going to pick up the camera and we're going to walk over there and check out how the collection has grown and go into some detail in some of the games. So let's go check it out guys. Okay, so we're just going to start off with a bit of a pan shot down. So this is where I currently keep my PS4 games in these shelves here. Below the shelves is a lot more PS2 and PS3 sort of games, but we won't go into that detail there. Today we are checking out my PS4 collection. Now to begin with, over here at the top I have some of my sort of favourite PS4 controllers. As you guys know, I've got quite a large collection of PS4 controllers, and if you want to check them out, there is a separate video called PS4 controller collection. You can definitely check that out, but you know, this is where I keep some of my favorite controllers. This is something recently I got from my girlfriend Jess. It's this really cool Fallout 4 controller holder. At the top there I've got my really awesome Monster Hunter World controller there. But we're going to start off down here with the PS4 titles. And apologies about the lighting, but I've done my very best. As you guys know, this room does need an upgrade with lighting. But to start off with, here we have Assault Suit Linos, which is an awesome shoot 'em up style game. This one here, Adventure Time, I got the platinum for that. I kind of enjoyed playing that. It wasn't the best, but it was good for what it was. This one here was a very good Telltale game story. Sad to see that that company is no longer to be with us. This is a recent pickup here that I got my girlfriend. This is BlazBlue Chrono Phantasm Extended, which is a bit of a spoiler for the next pickups video, but I've been really enjoying that lately. Bloodborne is in here. I still have not played this yet, and I really know I need to. That's the Game of the Year edition. Next we have the remastered Burnout Paradise, which is always a fun game. I still pick that up from time to time. This is my Call of Duty little collection here for PS4. Obviously got the new Black Ops 4 there, which I've been really enjoying. Cat Quest, it's a really cute little game involving a cat, Captain Obvious. But yeah, I've almost got the platinum for that and kind of enjoyed it. So if you can pick it up for under, you know, around $20, it's not a bad buy. Obviously I have the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, which I need to get around to finishing 100% at some stage. You guys know I'm a big fan of Dead or Alive, so I've got Dead or Alive 5 last round in there. Cannot wait for Dead or Alive 6. Come on, bring it out. Let's try my fist in the screen there. We've got some Destiny titles in here. I was a big fan of the original Destiny, but when I got to Destiny 2, I really didn't play much of it, probably in a couple hours and put it down, so I really do need to give it a bit more of a go. This is a newly discovered series for me, which is really exciting, and I've got Deception here, the Nightmare Princess. So this game is like very much like a puzzle style game where there's a lot of, you know, you got to basically drop all these different traps to kill your enemy. It's just such a good amount of fun. Yeah, I've been having a blast, so I'm definitely going to be picking up the other titles that have come out within that series. I've been told it has been gone for quite some time. Diablo in there finally. I know the PSX collector, if he's watching this, would be really proud of seeing that in my collection. Dishonored, Disgaea 5, really love the Disgaea series. It's like a sort of like a it's an RPG sort of strategy sort of like board sort of game. I'm trying to think of the sort of term it is. I'll see if it will tell us on the back. Strategy RPG. I was right there. That's good. So anyway, continuing on, we have a Dissidia Final Fantasy, and this was a beautiful gift that was given to me for Valentine's Day from my girlfriend. Love that one. Drive Club, a really good racing title. As we continue on, you'll probably find I've got a couple of doubles in here. My girlfriend and I don't like to share games, so we tend to pick up our own copies of games. I have Dragon Age in there, Doom. Up the top here, there's a couple of copies of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, Heart of Stone. I still haven't really got into The Witcher yet, so at some stage I will be using those. A couple of Dragon Ball games in there. Dragon Ball Fighter Z is absolutely awesome. You guys know I love Dragon Quest. I do need to pick up the new Dragon Quest title, but in here, Dragon Quest Builders, I absolutely love that game. It's so addictive. We've got Dragon Quest Heroes, which I have really enjoyed. I've got the Platinum for the Dragon Quest Heroes 1, which, if you look it up, guys, is extremely hard, so I'm very happy with that. Trying to get the Platinum for Dragon Quest Heroes 2, but that is going to take a mammoth amount of time. As we continue through, got some Darksiders 2, a couple of Digimon games in here. I did enjoy Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. I need to get around to finishing it, but have had a lot of fun. Earth's Dawn in here is quite a good little indie style game there. Earthlock, I played a bit of that, enjoyed it as well. This one here is one of my favorite series. I love it purely in the fact it is just so cheesy. It's basically like PS2 graphics, but you know, I still love it to this day. And you know, you go out there as a soldier fighting all these hordes of insects and stuff, and I just love it to death. So fun. Everybody's Golf is one of my favorite titles on the PS4. I do go back to that quite a bit. Formula 1 2015, that's something I do want to grow this year. I do love my Formula 1. Many copies of Fallout 4. This one here has a steelbook that was contained with it. That's still that one there, but love my Fallout. I do need to pick up the new Fallout as well, which I hope to next week. I've got a couple of copies of Far Cry 4, Far Cry Primal. Fairy Fence F is a really fun sort of Japanese RPG that I absolutely adore playing. Obviously some really good Final Fantasy goodness in there. Final Fantasy 15 down here as well, which I really did enjoy. Got some of the Atari classic games in there. This one here, Galgun, very perverted game, but I enjoy playing that from time to time. This one here is I've got the new, obviously, God of War in there. Fantastic title. Cannot recommend that highly enough for anyone who has a PS4. Guilty Gear. This one here is Revelator. Is really fun 2D fighter. Game of Thrones, Telltale game. I really did enjoy that. The Goat Simulator's in there. Gran Turismo, great racing title for the PS4. Every month, there's more and more cars being added. Generally, around about 8 or 9 cars, and every couple of months they throw more tracks. So it's definitely at a stage where it's worth picking up, guys. A lot of time you set out for around $20-$25. Hack GU Last Recode. This is something I really want to give it a go. It contains a lot of the hack games from the past, so I really want to give that a blast at some stage. Horizon Zero Dawn, absolutely loved that game to bits. It was one of my favourite games when it came out, and I got the platinum for that. Horizon Zero Dawn, guys, this game is just awesome. One of the games I just loved it from start to finish and got the platinum for it. So my girlfriend's obviously got a copy in there as well. Just Cause 3, I love going back to that every now and then, just when you just want to blow some shit up after a hard day's work. That is a awesome title to go to. What else have we got here? Killzone Shadowfall. Probably my sort of like least favourite Killzone game. I did enjoy it, but it wasn't as good as the others. What else have we got? We got heaps of Lego in here. You guys know I love to build Lego outside of the video game world. So I've got quite a collection of Lego games in there. Still a fair few to pick up, but I do like to pick them up where I can. This one here, Mortal Kombat X, excellent game, I love that. This one is Marvel Pinball Epic Collection Volume 1, and I do want to get around to finding Volume 2 at some stage. I've got the Mega Man Legacy collection in there, which is really cool. There's another Minecraft Telltale game. I haven't got around to playing that yet, but that is on my list. Monster Hunter World. Oh guys, this is just fantastic. I love it so much. It's just another one of those games, kind of I guess like, you know, Just Cause 2, but very different, but where you can just come home after a stressful day at work and just go out there and kill massive monsters and just vent your frustration out on some bad monsters out there in the world. This one here, Mega Dimension Neptunia. You guys know I'm a huge fan of that series, so I'm very happy to have that. Almost completed that one. Now, this one here is very much a hidden gem in my opinion. This is called Murder Sole Suspect. And without spoiling it too much, yeah, basically you find yourself as being dead and you have to try and figure out who killed you, and it's just a really fun game. This one here, Monopoly Family Fun Pack. This was probably one of the best sort of $15 I've ever spent. My girlfriend and I like to, and my friends like to kind of play that quite a lot when they come over. This one here, Ni no Kuni 2, one of my favourite JRPGs of the year. Got the platinum for that, and yeah, it's just if you're a fan of RPGs or JRPGs, that's something you need to play. Knights of Azure, this is fantastic. I really need to give it some more time, but I've had an absolute blast playing that one there. A couple of Need for Speed games in there. This Nitro Blasters is a 2D fighter style game with all girls in there. It's this absolute blast. Really enjoy it. This one here was given to me by my good friend Josh. I've probably done about 2 or 3 hours of it and really enjoyed it, but for some reason other games got in the way, but I will be going back to that. Next we have No Man's Skies, which is causes a lot of controversy, this game. Me personally absolutely love it. Always felt sorry for Hello Games, how they were basically rushed to release this game. If you go back and play it now, it is a lot of fun, and I really do love the fact that the people behind it continue to support it. Project Cars is a fantastic racing title. Overwatch, a lot of people might hate me on this, but I really just could not get into it. I won't say anything bad about it, but it just wasn't for me. Pac-Man. Oh, picked up the wrong title. Pac-Man. This one here is fantastic. This is a game that I go to quite a bit, and we'll be doing a lot of live streams of this. I really do enjoy just that old school arcade feel where you can just kick back and relax, and who doesn't like Pac-Man? Here we go, there's another pinball game here. This is Pinball Arcade. I do try and pick up the pinball games. I'm a big fan of pinball in the real world. We have Rayman Legends, which is a great sort of platform title. I highly recommend picking that one up if you can find it. This one here, Raiden V, a great shoot 'em up title. Ratchet and Clank, that I had an absolute blast playing that one there. What can I say? Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man. This is just a fantastic game that every PS4 owner should have. I've got South Park, the Fractured Butthole. I always love it how they did that. That one I really need to play. Can't say much about it, but I know if it's anything like the others, South Park game, it's going to be fantastic. This one here, Saint Yana, I think that's how you say it. I always get these sort of names a bit tongue-tied. Soldier's Soul is a great fighting game. I really do enjoy it. China Mora EX, a great shoot 'em up title as well. Then we go down to this shelf. I enjoyed the first Battlefront, but unfortunately with the Battlefront 2, with all the things like the loot crates and stuff, it kind of killed off the community. So when you try and play it now, unfortunately there really isn't anyone to really play unless you spend quite some time waiting. But that being said, it was not too bad, but I really did enjoy the first Battlefront. We go through, we got Shadow of the Colossus here. Shovel Knight is one of my favourite sort of like platform 8-bit sort of titles. This one here, Stardew Valley. Oh guys, this game absolutely consumed a lot of my time over the past sort of year. It is just a great farming game, but be prepared, you will get addicted to it. Spyro, just picked this up today, so spoiler alert for my next pickups video, but I'm very happy to have that. Tales of the Borderlands is really, really good, one of my favourite Telltale games. Tekken 7, love Tekken so much. It's such a great fighter, must have for anyone who's into fighting games and has a PS4. The Crew 2, I did enjoy it, got the platinum for that. At the moment, I'm a little bit bored of it, not much to do, but still a good game to have. The Order 1886, although short, a must-have in my opinion. Great game. This one here, I do like the developer behind this. I did enjoy it. So I know a lot of people weren't too keen on it, but the Girl and the Robot Deluxe Edition I picked up there, I thought was such a cute little game. I liked it. There's quite a few. You'll probably see quite a few copies of Skyrim. I've got quite a few. Trials Fusion, I really enjoyed that. This one here is a steelbook version of the Order 1888, so sometimes if I can find a better version or variant, I do pick it up. A couple of copies of the Witcher 3, obviously one with my girlfriend's. This one here, you guys are going to think I'm a bit of a wuss, but I played this for a bit, but it was just way too scary for me at the moment. I will pick it up again and give it a go, but I've just got to probably do it during the day and not at night, so that really did scare me. The Wolf Among Us is another really awesome, probably one of my favourite sort of Telltale games. The Last of Us Remastered. Now, this is a game that for some reason, every time I pick it up, I don't get around to finishing it. I think there's these things called the clickers or whatever they are, and for some reason I get stuck each time I go to do it. But I will make sure, guys, that I do play this and I do complete it before the next title comes out, because I know a lot of people highly rate this, and as you can see, over 200 Game of the Year awards nominated for. That's absolutely insane. The Last Guardian in there, and my third copy of Skyrim. Shadow of the Tomb Raider in here, are almost getting around to completing that, so it's really fun. I've loved all of the new Tomb Raiders. I was really impressed what Square Enix did with the reboots. Uncharted, you guys know this is one of my favorites all-time, sort of series. So I've got Uncharted 4 there, Uncharted Lost Legacy, and another copy of Uncharted 4 as well. Didn't even realize I had 2 copies there. Continuing on, I've got Watch Dogs, World of Final Fantasy. Love the Wolfenstein games. This is such an underrated series that everyone should have in their collection. It's such a blast and so gory as well. My only sort of rally card game is WRC 6, so that's something I really do want to feed, because I love my racing games and rally alike. Wipeout Omega collection. This is really cool, this one here. I love the fact that it has like the old school PlayStation sort of vibe to it. I've got a steelbook version of it. Yakuza Kiwami, which is a remastered version of the first Yakuza game on PS2. Now, for those who have PSN, currently at the moment it is free, so on the PlayStation Plus, so do check that out. Yonder, I really did enjoy it. It had like really good Zelda sort of vibes to it. This is a recent sort of game I've been really getting into. I love the series, and this is Ys on the PS4, and having an absolute blast. I highly recommend picking it up if you're a JRPG fan. And then continuing on, we've got this really cool PlayStation Plus steelbook. If you're looking for one of these, they are still pretty cheap on eBay at the moment, so do grab it. We've got a large limited edition box of the Life is Strange Before the Storm. So I'm quite happy to have that. It was actually really cheap, I think $20. And then we go through to our big box ones here. And I also have another copy of Galgun double piece. This is like a collector's sort of edition. So, well, guys, there we have it. My updated PS4 collection. Bentley, I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you did, leave me a big thumbs up and let me know below what games I'm missing from my collection that you think I should pick up. I'd love to know. I'm always looking to find new games, so if there's anything that you think I should add to my collection, please let myself and Bentley know. Alright guys, see you later. Oh yeah, oh yeah.